Good morning from Palm Coast, Florida. This is Ryan Alexander. Today I have the privilege of taking you on a walkthrough of shades of blue. She's a Lazzara 84 Fly, first commissioned in 2006. If you've been following our channel for any time now, you will know two things about Lazzara. One, we are incredibly proud of their roots in Florida, and two, Lazzara owners love these boats. They are usually incredibly well maintained, very highly upgraded, and shades of blue is no exception. This boat is listed centrally with Clarke in our Fort Lauderdale offices and Josh Olsen on Florida's West Coast, two brokers who specialize in the sale of boats just like this one. As far as her configuration is concerned, she has a 5-stateroom layout with 2 additional crew cabins found all the way aft. 3 of the cabins are found midship, the aftmost being a full beam master. This master is well lit, spacious, and has an incredible ensuite head forward. This Lazzara's impressive 5-stateroom layout isn't the only thing that sets her apart. She also has a custom hardtop found up on the Flybridge. This is a $150,000 custom option added by our owners that looks different than the hardtops Lazzara put on. This one is more sleek, aggressive, and there's more room for navigation equipment like satellite domes found aft. This feature improves an already iconic shape and design, seeing as the 84 is one of the most popular boats that Lazzara ever built. And the third thing I want to point out before we get going is the country kitchen that's found forward of the Salon on the other side of this pocket door. As on every Lazzara 84, the country kitchen is a huge selling point of this boat, the big difference in here being the stone flooring instead of the teak and holly flooring carrying forward. By doing this, shades of blue was given a more home-like feel in the galley and dining space, which is the type of experience that Lazzara is known for. With all that out of the way, we're going to take the next 30 seconds or so, show you what she looked like on this morning's cruise, as well as some of the scenic views offered here in Palm Coast, and we'll get right into it. We're going to get today's walkthrough going up on the Flybridge, which has more than its fair share of entertaining options. Starting aft, we have an open space that serves as a tender deck or a great place to store a jet ski. To starboard is the davit to deploy your tender that's been integrated into the superstructure, which can easily lift up to 1,500 pounds. As you see it, the tender deck also serves as an open area for sunning with space for deck chairs and coolers when entertaining. To port is where we find an 8-person canister life raft that's stored directly behind a 4-seater dinette just out from underneath the hardtop. Adjacent is a 4-person jacuzzi with a sun pad on top that conceals it when not in use and you're wanting a comfortable place to lay out. Looking back over to port, we see a great built-in wet bar with an ice maker, as well as a grill, a stainless sink, and cold storage found forward. Seating in this area consists of 3 bar stools that are lined up along a teak bar top. Adjacent to starboard, there's a long ovular dinette. All of the way forward on the Flybridge is the upper helm, which features a stid captain's chair and an additional stid bench seat outboard on the port side. This helm has all of the electronics we'll see down at the lower helm, which we'll cover in just a few minutes. But one important piece of equipment added by the owner is a FLIR night vision camera just forward of the upper helm. This helm is where the captain primarily runs the boat from, thanks to the cover provided by a custom pipe welder's hardtop that the owner added. Found aft on this hardtop are track vision domes that provide the boat with phone and satellite TV service. From here, let's jump down to her teak finished hydraulic swim platform. This multi-purpose platform makes for a great teak beach that can lower into the water, serves as tender storage, and also makes for a great fishing and diving platform thanks to underwater lights and a Brownie's dive compressor for filling up your dive tanks. Just above the waterline are shore power hookups for when you're back at the dock. Centerline and forward, we see a watertight transom door that offers us access into the crew quarters, found just a few steps down. Upon entering, we first take a look to starboard, where we see the entrance into a shared head. Forward of this is a crew cabin that's been well maintained and hasn't been used for storage, so it's in great condition. Facing the opposite way, we see a well-equipped captain's cabin with a berth, plenty of storage, and a TV. Continuing forward, we'll now step into the engine room. With plenty of headroom and a durable carpet underfoot, this mechanical space is ideal for any captain to maintain. Aft of each engine is her Cummins Onan genset, each 22 kilowatts. Another great feature found in here is a 1,400 gallon per day water maker to port. Just forward of the generators are her twin Cat C30s. Together, these engines account for 3,100 horsepower and give Shades of Blue a 23 knot cruise speed and a top end of around 27 knots. Access to the aft deck from the stern is found on the port side, which is where we're headed next. On our way up, we pass a freshwater shower right next to the transom entry gate. This area has a centerline alfresco dinette with space for at least 8 around a varnished teak table. Forward into port is a wet bar with a varnished teak top. Found in this area, there's a sink, as well as an ice maker on the inboard side and a fridge outboard. Just above is an enclosed TV for throwing on the game. Looking over to starboard, we see a staircase that serves as the aft access point to the Flybridge. Finally, there are 2 other things to point out, the first of which are the boarding doors, port and starboard, that serve as your access point to the boat when you're boarding from the dock. The second feature is the starboard side docking station, equipped with engine controls and a bow thruster joystick. On a boat this size, these come in handy often. Another aspect of this yacht that you're sure to appreciate are the full walk-around decks on both sides that lead up to the foredeck. Heading towards the bow, you pass by the huge windows in the superstructure that, as you'll see in a minute, load the Salon up with natural light. The centerpiece of the foredeck is a molded-in sun pad. This sun pad electrically raises up to reveal a bosun's locker with a ton of storage. Between this storage space, the aft docking station, and the side decks that connect the two, this is a boat that is very crew-friendly. Forward is our ground tackle, made up of 2 electric Maxwell windlasses that draw a pair of 80-pound stainless anchors, one with 200 feet of chain and the other with 100 feet. Also found forward are the foot controls for the windlass setup, as well as a hookup for a hose when you're washing down the boat. Next, we're going to check out the Salon. Outfitted with a classic pecan veneered joinery package, the Salon is where you really get a feel for how well loved this yacht is. Spotless carpet underfoot, stretching teardrop windows, and a reconfigurable layout make for a serene interior. The living area of the Salon serves as the primary seating and entertaining area. There's a plush sofa right next to a pair of swiveling armchairs. Opposite is another comfortable armchair, as well as the Salon's TV in the aft starboard corner. Facing forward into port, we see the formal dining with seating for 6 around a glass tabletop. There's plenty of storage for flatware and stemware in the cabinets and drawers found forward. From here, let's head down the Salon staircase to starboard, where we arrive at the midship landing. With marble underfoot, a feature we'll see again in the galley, this is where the first of 2 laundry centers is located. Located aft of the lower companionway is the master. Based around a walk-around king berth, the owner's suite maximizes the yacht's 20-foot 8-inch beam. Looking to the starboard side, we see a desk and a vanity area for taking your time and getting ready for the evening's events. To either side is storage and cabinets, and there's also storage found forward in a walk-in closet. On the forward bulkhead, there's a 42-inch TV that's right next to the entry doors. Facing the port side, you'll see a love seat just below a large hull-side window. Finally, forward of this is a huge ensuite with his and hers vanities and a large marble shower that rivals one that you'd find on a 100-foot yacht. Forward are a pair of mirrored guest staterooms. Entering the port side accommodation first, we see that these guest suites feature queen berths. Equipped with storage and TVs, these staterooms are a perfect place for guests to rest their head at night. As you can see, each of these two cabins has their own ensuite with shower. Now let's jump back up to the main deck and pick up in the galley, which can be closed off from the salon by a pocket door at the entryway. With granite countertops and marble flooring, this galley has everything you need to make great meals for the entire family. She has a side-by-side fridge freezer found aft of the island, as well as a 4-burner cooktop that sits above a convection oven. And then above the cooktop, there's a microwave. There's also a trash compactor and a pair of coal drawers on the port side that rest below one of the long windows that make this area feel open. Here we see a large island for food prep that has a dishwasher, storage, and a stainless sink. Next to the island, to starboard, is where we find the dayhead. Aft of the dayhead is the primary access to the Flybridge, an area that we've already visited. Looking forward into port and the country kitchen, there's a dinette that's illuminated by the sun that flows in through the windshield. Now we're going to take a look at the lower helm. A primary feature of this Lazzara is her ship's monitoring system. This makes it easy to monitor engine and tank data and is a great complement to the Furuno chart plotter found just a few inches over. There's also a third monitor that has access to the yacht's computer system. Below these displays, we have a pair of Cat engine monitors that flank a Simrad AR-78 compass. Additionally, we find a FLIR night vision camera control, side power bow thruster joystick, Cat engine throttles, as well as control over her stabilizer fins. Now we're going to head back below deck and check out the two remaining guest cabins. First, we arrive at a carpeted landing with a desk area for you and your captain to knock out some work, which is right next to a set of stacked washer dryers. On the port side is the fourth guest stateroom that features a full berth, blinds to block out the whole windows, TV, and a cedar-lined hanging locker that's just outside of a private ensuite. Finally, all of the way forward in the bow is the fifth cabin with bunks. Attached to this is a sizable head with a separate shower stall. On behalf of Destin Yachting, Alex Clarke, Josh Olsen, myself, Ryan Alexander, we'd like to thank you for joining us on today's walkthrough of Shades of Blue, the Lazzara 84 Fly. If you have any questions about this boat, you can reach out to Alex or Josh anytime.